back to the city, back to the grind, back to school.
No.
Monday.
No! I want to go camping.
Well, maybe next time we go camping, maybe next time we can go camping at the beach. All right, good morning, guys. And Phoenix is going to make it to school, and we will see him Wednesday.
I don't want to go to school.
Oh, well, we have to go to school because that's what makes us smart. All right, tell everybody goodbye.
Bye.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Awesome. Monday's job, and we are back working on the 57. So today we are wiring up the ignition switch. All these terminals are custom terminals with heat shrink tubing and just standard wiring terminals, soldered, heat shrunk. And this right here is your neutral safety switch, and we're just about ready to see if this works. Alrighty, take off the battery maintainer, put on the ground cable, make sure nothing sparks, arcs, or does anything bad. There we go. Not going to tighten it down, just going to temporarily put it down in case we have to pop it off real quick, because you know, things happen. So the engine is not ready to run, but the starter is connected and everything. So hopefully, come down here to the ignition switch. The first position is your accessory. Nothing blows up, that's good. Second position is your ignition. Nothing blows up, that's good. And next position should be crank. Uh-oh. Huh. Oh, I'm sorry. The neutral safety switch wasn't in position. Let's try this again. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. It works. The customer is going to be so happy. God. Okay, on this car right here, you really have to watch your head. Look at that. So, you see this? This big thing juts out right here, so you put your head there and whack it on it, because that's these are head whackers. That's the official term that I've coined them. I thought the customer was standing there, and I'm like, oh. Oh, success. I love it. Okay, that job's done for the day. And now I'm headed out, trying to get into my pants. Credit card. Uncomfortable to drive with that in your pants. Anyway, yeah, so that appointment's done, and I've got one more before the end of the day. And then I need to possibly mow the yard and help Angie get things cleaned and put away. The biggest thing about camping, there's four big things about camping: getting everything organized to go, setting everything up, tearing everything down, and then cleaning everything and putting it away. So in the grand scheme of things, if we could be gone for a week camping, oh my gosh, that would be amazing, because it would totally make all the work worth it. And I will have to hand it to my wonderful wife. I like to make sure that I give credit where credit is due. And wow, I'm probably going to cut this out, but she's amazing. Up close and personal with dinner.
You're so weird.
Hey, you married a weirdo. I almost spaced it, or I did space it today. Month end. So I've been working on month end, but now it's time to take a look at our handiwork and watch a vlog from yesterday, because there's a lot of work involved in it. Are you not cold?
No.
Wow. It's freezing. Before we went camping, she was like, oh my gosh, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah, I actually was. I didn't think you were gonna make it.
So, okay, I want to talk about camping, because we haven't really talked about it. You guys have seen the videos, and you've seen kind of, what are you doing?
Nothing.
You've seen kind of what happened. So we picked Phoenix up directly from school. we go there, no incident. We get to the different roads, and there is so much snow. There's a lot more snow than what I had anticipated. And the camera, in its infinite image stability wisdom, didn't make things look as hairy as they kind of were.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back and watch a video from a couple days ago, when we're going through the snow the first time, when we're getting there, you can actually see the truck do this, although the camera doesn't really show it that much.
Yeah, if it had been a regular camera, it would have been...
Oh, yeah. So that was a little hairy. And then the branch across the road, that was fine. Oh my gosh, that chainsaw. So we have two chainsaws. We have Dad's old chainsaw in pieces right now because I'm going through it and trying to figure out why it starts and it stalls. And then we've got the electric one that we couldn't bring with us because the inverter doesn't have enough power to power it. So I was like, oh, let's go and check out the battery ones. And battery chainsaws, although some of you may think, oh, that's wussy. Oh my gosh, they have come so far.
And if you're only using them once in a while for small tasks, they're perfect.
And it was. I mean, all that wood that we got that first night, that was one charge of the battery. So it was really, really cool. And it's so sharp and it cuts through it like butter. And then Phoenix filmed his new Among Us video, and he had a blast filming that.
Yeah, he took right off with that because I guess it was like 4 weeks ago maybe now. He said he was finished that one, and I said, well, when we go camping, you should film an episode there, like them being on a different planet or something. And he was thinking about it, and then he came up with that portal idea that he's going to show you. And it seems like it's going to be
pretty neat.
Pretty neat, actually.
That's awesome. And then it rained, I guess, pretty hard. I slept through it, most of it. I mean, I heard the drizzle and the drops from the trees, but apparently it rained really hard Friday night.
I should have woke you up, I guess.
You should have.
It's I mean, it always sounds louder than it actually is when it's hitting the top of the tent, but it was loud, and the water was doing that, you know, when the tarp kind of gets some water on it and then it splashes off. And I mean, they didn't do much of that, but a little bit.
That's because we set up the tarps awesomely.
Well, we tried. And
it was cold.
It was.
But I think it was colder the next night because it was kind of clear.
The first night was overcast skies and it started raining. So, I mean, obviously you're not below freezing because it's raining. Then when it cleared up, the temperature, you could just feel it dropping as soon as the sun, or not, well, I mean, you couldn't see the sun, but as soon as it became later in the day, you could feel the cold air coming in, and it was really cold. But I don't think it was as cold as it was
when we went there because there was actual frost and ice on the bucket.
Yeah, but that was October though too, so.
Oh, that's true. And then what was the other thing? Trail cams, very disappointing. Yeah. And I know we set it up because I thought there was going to be something, and it's like, oh, there's nothing either night. So I didn't even mention it the next day. I just cut everything. But we will
catch something.
Oh yeah, especially after the weather warms up.
It's too early in the spring there maybe for that. I mean, there isn't even hardly any green leaves on any of the trees. There's just little buds everywhere. So a couple weeks and the wildlife will be back out, I would think.
Okay, and then as far as Wi-Fi and the cameras, usually when we get down there, there's no signal. There's no cell signal. You can't text. You can't do anything. There's nothing there. You look at your antenna on your phone, the little thing, and it's like an X, the X of death.
For quite a ways back, like we go through the last like little town where you can get gas sort of thing, and then cell service normally would just like drop right off after that. So you're like in the dark for the whole weekend, and it didn't happen.
It didn't happen, so I got excited, and I thought, ooh, maybe I could actually send the vlog from camp and not have to go anywhere. Okay, so this is how this happened. I sent the 15-second video that was a YouTube short. I looked on the cell phone. It's like, oh, well, look what I can do, honey. So I sent the YouTube short, and it took an hour
for 15 seconds.
To upload it. So I'm like, okay, well, it got there. And then the next day I edit, and it's like, oh, I'm going to try and upload just to see. It took, how long did I say it took? 20 minutes for 1%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the video was like, what, 10 to 12 minutes long, and it took 20 minutes for 1%. So if you multiply 20 minutes times 100, that's a lot of hours.
Was like, that's a lot of hours.
And you have to understand, too, we don't want to deplete the battery in the truck. So we weren't using the battery in the truck. I had 2 jump boxes. The jump boxes were there to power the inverter so that when the laptop battery goes low, I can continue to edit or continue to upload, keeping the laptop alive. And then when those batteries go down, then I have to go and use the truck to charge those batteries. And so it just wasn't working. So it's like, okay, well, I'll send out another 15-second video just to make sure that we keep the streak going and that there's something uploaded. And you guys know, even though I had said it in the vlog the day before, and you guys know when I go camping, the video is going to be up late. That's kind of like a given. It's because before, when I would drive all the way to town, it took, what, 2.5 hours to upload the video?
With a decent cell signal.
Yeah, with a decent cell signal, because I'll use the hotspot on my phone, because even that is faster than the public Wi-Fi at like McDonald's or something like that. So anyway, going back to the campsite. So I've got the Wi-Fi going on the phone, and I'm trying to upload that 15-second clip. Took an hour and a half to upload this time. Yeah, 15 seconds, an hour and a half.
And we would sometimes have 3 bars, and then we'd have one that would kind of flicker in and out. And
it would quiver.
Yeah, it was all over the place.
And then let's see. So then I start kind of freaking out. I mean, I'm trying to be calm about it.
It wasn't
calm. But on the way home, I took the jump box and attached it to the inverter and instructed Phoenix on, because it's a jump box. It's meant to jumpstart your battery. It's not meant to give constant voltage for everything. So after a period of time, the box will shut off. When that happens, the inverter shuts down, and then the battery in the computer will eventually go. So on the way home, Angie had the laptop on her lap.
Yep.
The jump box and the power inverter were in the back, and Phoenix was instructed on how to press the buttons on them. Long press on the jump box so it starts working, and then short press on the inverter to get it going again. And then we were just trying to get the web page to load, and then I had the hotspot going on the phone. So here we are driving down the road, uploading the vlog on the way home. And it finally happened.
Yeah.
That's how dedicated I am. I mean, because, think about it. We're going for the world record, and we are so close. And close doesn't mean that we're going to get there tomorrow. Close means that if I were to do something to break the record, I wouldn't achieve this again in my lifetime. So it's kind of big. It's kind of big. I mean, how many people do you guys know have a freaking world record? I was going to do COC, but we rambled on. So anything else about the camping trip that you can think of?
I want to go back.
Yeah, I want to go back too. And I think that I'm kind of with you. We were talking about trying to visit some other places, and I know Phoenix really wants to go camping at the beach, because I think he really likes beach too. So we should try to think about that, and maybe branching out and just trying to explore some different spots while still updating the house and while still going to work and trying to get a paycheck.
It's all about balance.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I will say, before we went on this trip, I kind of suspected it was going to be, I actually thought it was going to be colder than what it was.
I want to make sure we're still recording, because this would really... Okay. Oh, okay.
I thought it was going to be colder than it actually was, because I've been watching the forecast for all of the towns around it, and I know that the site that we normally go to is a good 5 degrees Celsius lower than what those
My stomach
what
just made
those,
some noises.
towns are. So I was thinking like, okay, it's gonna be cold. I think it's gonna be colder than last year. So I did the hiking hack where you take that Nalgene bottle, the big 32 ounce, and you fill it with boiling water. And that is like going to be a staple now for us because
Oh, okay. So most people probably don't know about that.
climbing into a warm,
And we have like this much battery life
warm,
left.
toasty. Well, it's not toasty, but climbing into a bed with a warm little
Okay,
thing to
so
hang on to.
for the people that don't know, it's a bottle about like this.
They're in the dishwasher, so I can't show you. It's a Nalgene bottle, so it's
And
you buy them at
spell it, because when you told me the first time it's like an algae bottle. Why do you want an algae bottle?
Nalgene, Nalgene.
Nalgene.
Yes, and they're really big in like hiking
You
stores.
fill
and stuff
them with
like that.
hot water and you put them in a blanket. You put them in your bedroll and it stays warm.
Yeah, so we had our sleeping bag, and we always put down like lap size blankets, one each, into our sleeping bags, and they just kind of give you that extra little bit of warmth. And we took the hot water bottles, we wrapped them up in
Phoenix loved it.
those duvet blankets. Yeah, Phoenix really liked his, and we put one down by your feet because your feet get cold.
My feet do. My feet are cold.
So we put one down at the bottom with the duvet all wrapped up, and then we had one up between us, and they just are so
Which is not glamping.
snugly warm. That's a backpacking hike. Or hack. That's something
Yeah.
that my brother showed me that years ago, and I'd kind of forgotten about it. But
No disrespect to people that have trailers, but there's a difference between what we did was not glamping at all. That's people that are like, ooh, it's cold out here by the campfire. Let's go inside and turn the heater on in our trailer. No disrespect to anybody.
no, I don't
I'm
think
just
that
saying.
is. That's RVing. That's different too.
oh.
Glamping is like, I don't consider what we do glamping. We
No.
do have a few cute creature comforts, but we're not. We're in a tent. We're on the ground. We're in a sleeping bag. We do have solar lights, and we have the charger for like a few
We
electronics.
poop in the woods. We dig a hole and we
Yeah,
bury
there
it.
is
That's
no
not
running-
glamping.
There's no running water. There's no facilities whatsoever to use, and we don't have like electrical hookups. None of that, and it's not like we have like end tables and lamps and it's still pretty rough.
I was gonna say, what about my robe and my cigar?
Yeah. I think of glamping as being a little bit more than what we do, but maybe to some people it is.
I don't know.
But we're not out there to prove that we can
Naked and afraid.
survive out in the wilderness with nothing but.
My pocket knife and a piece of yarn.
And we're not doing bushcraft stuff. We're not constructing things out there.
Oh, I don't know. I was whittling a little bit, and that pole that you got, that looked like a dang telephone pole, or like
I saw it up
Oh,
on
it's
that hillside
beautiful.
that we've been getting wood from, and I was like, oh my god, that's so nice. And I had the knife with me, so I just sawed off a nice big chunk of it and
Wow.
proudly brought it home like a beaver.
Okay, so on the beaver note, unless you have something else, I want to end this because now we've got a long vlog. I fixed it. Well, I didn't fix the car today. I got the car so that the ignition would crank, so I was happy about that. Tomorrow's a long day. I've got a long project tomorrow, and it's far away, so maybe we'll get to the Jeep tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to mow the backyard. Oh, I did mow the front yard today. Not that you guys really care, but okay. Anything else?
No, I'm good,
Okay.
thanks.
Happy hunting. See you guys tomorrow. Good night.
Bye.
Oh, my balls.